Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Please visit audiblepodcast.com/walking the room for your free audiobook download. Greg, I came over to your house today and you have two dogs that are the size of elephants and they're puppies, which is a great combination. Yeah, it's a great combination.
They're 8-month-old English golden retrievers, which means that they are white in color and they're bear-sized.
And they think they're puppies. So they jump on you.
They are puppies.
Well, I don't give a shit.
I mean, they're 8 months old.
It's
like being jumped on by a garbage truck.
And then there was a giant shit because they are enormous animals taking craps, and so there was a giant turd. And I have khakis on, and
they're sweet, dude.
One of your
khaki you got on.
Dogs
super sweet khaki. Flat front. Stepped in the poop and
then kept trying to jump on me.
Yeah.
So it was like a giant. It was like a giant white bear.
You know, like when you go into a club and they put a stamp on your head.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's
welcome
not.
To the club.
That's not.
Welcome to Puppy Club.
Except this one is
welcome to Puppy Club.
This one is welcome to walk in the room.
Welcome back to Puppy Club.
Is this
Puppy Club podcast? Hey, if you've got videos of puppies, go ahead and just load them right up on our site. We love puppies. Adorable puppies, cute puppies, fat puppies, tiny puppies, puppies doing weird stuff.
I don't think
puppies
so.
getting caught in things. Maybe you got a puppy that's been hit by a car and it's laying in the middle of the road.
What is that?
It's a club for puppies. It doesn't matter.
But that's a hurt
I don't want to
puppy.
discriminate between dead puppies and alive puppies.
You're a horrible person.
If you've got old photos of puppies, if all you want to do is talk about puppies, doesn't matter if you have a rescue puppy or a purebred puppy, just post your videos to our site, puppy.com.
Or also
and get in the. We have a social media site called the Puppy Dome.
Also, don't at all. Also, don't
totally do it. Get puppy the shit out of it.
The other way you could do this is to not do it at all.
Be a P Club, bro. Welcome back to Puppy Club. Puppy Club.
Who would want to be? I get that people enjoy this podcast, and for the life of me, I can't understand why. I cannot.
They enjoy it at all.
We have a decent amount of listeners.
Have you just abandoned the dome? Do we just need to take down the Thunderdome?
I just stopped because number one, it's too all over the place. I think people don't want to go sign up for a separate site. I think people want it I want to go over to Facebook and see something there, or they can catch it on Twitter. It's just too much stuff. I also think we just botched that thing from the get go.
We didn't get it.
We fucked it up out of the gate.
It should have just been a message board.
Yeah, it really should have just been we came out with all this shit and it was too fancy. It was also too complicated to get into, and then we tried to add a message board, and the message board never worked on that site on the Hot Dog Thunderdome. It was it wasn't as good as other message boards.
Right.
So Ning just kind of blew it on that end. We should have just had a message board.
Right now we call it the Hot Dog Thunderdome. And so stop. If you're following the Hot Dog Thunderdome Twitter feed, that thing's a failure. But in keeping with who we are in the podcast, it sort of has the stench of what we do, and so in some respects, it's perfect. You know who does run a successful website and a good business?
Who's that, Greg?
It's Audible.
Audible? The book peoples.
The people where you can download a book into your ear holes and enjoy the heck out of it.
If you go to audiblepodcast.com/walk in the room, that's our little URL that we want people to use to go over there. Yep. You can grab books. They've got over 150,000, which, as far as I know about math, that's a lot.
That's more. Yeah.
My wife has stopped listening to the podcast. Did I tell you this? Yep. My wife has stopped listening to the podcast, and I asked her why, and it's because she has an Audible account now. And she's not. Yeah. She's like, well, I just have so many books I want to listen to.
She's interested in useful information that can help her get through her day and through her life, or just her imagination.
Yeah. You know, I went and got Under the Dome because I was watching the TV show and it was so bad. I was like, if it's based on a book, the book's got to be good, and people were telling me it was good. And sure enough, I went and listened to it, and it's comparatively, I would say listen to the book on Audible.
And by the way, I have 2 books over there, and it's so much easier to get through the book while I'm talking into your ear holes. If you like me and books, if you like this podcast and books, And my wife, or Liz DiCillo, you can get. He's Just Not That Into You, or it's called A Breakup because it's broken over at audible.com/podcast/ /walking the room.
Look, if you go there, you can get a free book.
Yeah.
You get a free book for signing up. Go in there, put your little stuff in there, your info. Let them know who you are. Let them know you enjoy books, and you get yourself a free one. That's pretty sweet.
It's a great deal.
That's what's known as a deal. All right, so audiblepodcast.com /walk in the room. Do it.
We should have given away something when you got to the Dome.
What do you mean?
Like a free download, like a free.
If you go where?
To the Hot Dog Thunderdome.
Oh, right. No wonder that thing is a disaster.
It's you know what it is? It's like an old tenement now. It's just there's crack whores living in it, and just I don't love it here no more. And then every once in a while, I opened it the other day. I just heard gunshots. It's like MySpace. It's just abandoned.
You just go in there.
Yeah. Only Ronnie's there with a bag of fingers going, where did everybody go?
So we are, as of right now, we're having a meeting on Monday or Tuesday with these guys.
Which for us is a big deal. We don't get asked to sit around tables much.
No, we do, but just alone. Like no one wants to sit with us. So we are having a meeting about, and the idea is to live video stream the podcast with Patton on August 23rd.
Yeah, and a special guest who we will probably announce. It will be announced by the time this podcast drops.
And it's going to be it's going to be 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time, so that would be midnight East Coast, and then all the little time zones you want to do in between, and then 2 p.m. Saturday in Australia, the 24th. So that's how that would
work.
Are you sure
if you guys... 2 or would it be 12? Aren't we 9 hours?
I went and looked at a website, and that's what it said. So I don't really know what to tell you.
That's called the Fuck You website. You know what? Australia figured it out.
Jesus, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm gonna spend a lot of time in Australia. It turns out.
So,
it's conceivable.
Yeah, how are you going to do that? Here's how it's conceivable. It's conceivable Greg is now going to the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and I am not.
I don't
very
think that's
conceivable.
fair. I don't make the decisions.
No, but that's the way it could be looking at this point.
Well, we're going to try and fix that. But
no, fuck that. You don't need to fix it. It's not your problem.
All right. I'm going to probably be there the last week or 2 weeks of Melbourne, and then I'm going to do the tour that they do.
Well, we would if I did do it, we would miss each other then.
Well, I miss you now.
I don't miss you at all.
Me. Yeah. So that's good.
How long would your tour be after that?
5 weeks.
And you? That's a pretty long tour.
It's long. You go all over the country.
So they're not keeping you in one place for 5 weeks. I mean, it's an actual tour.
I'm not doing a 5 week. I'm not Will or Arj. I can't do a 5 week run. Some guy the other day I met this really nice Australian comic named Simon, and he was a big fan of Will's.
You got to talk more into the mic.
And he said, it's insane the kind of tickets that what Will does at a festival, people don't even do here in terms of, 21 days in a row?
Yeah, Phil Anderson. I love when I know a guy and I still fuck up his name.
How do you fuck up Will Anderson?
Look, name? Phil Anderson is one of my favorites.
Truly, Will Anderson's a guy that, without him, we wouldn't sell half as many shirts as
I might be in a gutter. Yeah, Will Anderson is you don't know the juggernaut Anderson is until
he's been a benefactor to us.
I would
his
say
pal
so.
Charlie Clausen, the two of them.
Chuckles?
I love him.
So I started watching a show called Underbelly that Will recommended. Very interesting about the Melbourne crime peoples.
Uh-huh.
So
Charlie Clausen's wife was supposed to come to my show at the Redwood the other night. I don't know if that happened.
Is she in town?
Gemma.
Why is she here?
Because she's a shit hot director and she's looking to make some movies, I'm guessing.
You're not showing up at all. So
I don't know what to tell you.
Because you're higher than the mic.
I'm not higher than the mic. I'm not even high. My voice is loud. It's fine.
It's not fine. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes.
Masturbate to this?
Look at me in the eyes. I will tell you
have dark glasses
when
on.
you're fine. I will tell you.
Well, it's going to be a long time until that actually happens.
So anyway, so that's what's going on with the Australian Comedy Festival situation. I would not be there the same time as you, though, if you went.
You're just going a different time of the year?
No, I would be there the first 2 or 3 weeks. I would not be there the last week.
You wouldn't be there. Well, then you and I would tag team, and we would.
I would prefer not to see you at all.
Well, that's quite possible.
I mean, at all.
No, I get it. I'm look. The weird thing is, we both have the same wish list.
Yeah.
It's over on Amazon.
You also-
if you want to go to Amazon and give me a gift, give me the gift of No Dave.
You also don't want to see you?
Oh, I've seen me. It's awesome.
That's a noise that conveys disagreement.
I don't think so.
So
It's a miracle what I do.
I was in I went to Sacramento for my last. So for those who are asking, I'm not opening for Drew anymore. It's I have a writing job I can't announce yet. But that's going to take a lot of my time. But also I can't be an MC. It's just too
Degrading?
soul crushing and degrading.
Yeah.
My rate is also way too high to be an MC. So he's like overpaying for an MC. But I just don't want to do that. Like it's also complicated.
To be an OC.
It's complicated with his agents and all this fucking shit. They want the Gersh clients to be the features and all this shit. Like
Jesus, I should go out and feature.
So I'm not going to be doing that.
He opened
anymore.
for me the other night.
Yeah, well, I mean, sort of. I mean, he basically came down and said, "I want to do the show at this time." You happen to be on that show. It was more you getting bumped.
A lot of people call that being bumped. I call it opening for me.
Right.
He and Louie.
Uh-huh.
Of the C and the K,
Right.
opened for me the other night, and they
Right.
did a fine job.
So they bumped you.
They opened the show, and then I appeared after.
Right. So they bumped you. So what
I
I
said, "Hey everybody, it's a really neat night of comedy. You have Drew Carey and Louis C.K. and Greg Barrett, and it's either a really cool night at Meltdown or it's a rerun of A&E's Evening at the Improv. Because everybody on this show that I've just mentioned is 170.
Yeah.
It was old guys. Isn't that weird though? That
Yeah.
would have been in the old days. That could have been an episode of Evening at the Improv.
It could have been.
And then somebody with a puppet.
Well, puppets are not all that bad. Some of them
Not
are
when Jeff
racist.
Bolt
Some
has
of them
one.
are racist,
Some of
but
them
some
are
of them
racist.
are not.
Some of them are just socks.
Yep. So I'm in Sacramento, and
I miss Jeff Bolt.
I don't know what happens with comedy clubs where they go, you know what I think the comedian would like is to be at a hotel out in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing around, nothing to walk to by the freeway. Like I think
frontage road. Comedy clubs love to put you on a frontage road, and I'll tell you why. Because those hotels cost probably $12 or $14 a night.
yeah, but they could also get a decent deal at another hotel down. Like if they said, "Hey, every weekend we're going to put 2 people in your hotel for the year," they would be able to get a great rate. That's just how those things
Right,
work.
but imagine the rate at a place
It's
by a
not-
frontage road. It's barely like it's
still-
what the waitresses make in tips.
I guarantee you they could find the same rate. People stay in that hotel because it's near the fucking airport, but they would be able to get the same rate somewhere downtown. I guarantee you.
what
It's
hotel
fucking
was it?
Sacramento. It was the Hilton.
No, that's not a bad
It was
hotel.
by the mall. It's near the
Okay.
club, but it's also like Jesus. It's still you can't walk anywhere basically.
All right.
So I go on stage the last
You know
show.
what I call when you know what I call that when
When you're not listening to
in
me?
that situation.
Uh-huh.
When you're I am talking to you. When you're in a hotel like that, and you can't walk away. You know what I call that? Masturbation time. Masturbation club.
I've never done that. I've never done that.
Would you like to?
I don't touch myself. It's
Do you want to join
horribly
the
offensive.
masturbation club?
Jesus is opposed. Like all the gods would like you not to do that.
I
So
want to talk about steroids in the next segment.
oh, I can't wait. So I go up and Blaine has just done his set. Right.
I love Blaine.
Blaine's a very funny gentleman. He does very well. I walk
club
on.
is this?
This is Sacramento Punchline.
Oh yeah.
I walk on stage, and I say whatever I say to the crowd.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I just want to tell you something. I know the Sacramento Punchline. They never put me in the fucking Hilton, bro. So I want you to bring it down a notch. Because I was at a shittier place next to a fucking steakhouse called the Courtyard Maybe.
That's a Marriott,
What?
the Courtyard Marriott.
Yeah, but it's not. It was one of the test ones.
It's
the
like
fucking the car. It was like cement floor. Oh,
Cement floors are nice in a hotel because you can just wash off the blood. So
I can't even get food at that hotel. You can go out on the fucking machine and get some Twizzlers.
you think it's better at the Hilton? Oh yeah, I guess there was a restaurant.
Yes,
but they
there's food
made
service at the Hilton.
they made. I got hummus from them that tasted like sesame
Paris
vinegar.
Hilton is part of the Hilton Empire. It's better.
Do you want to know what the restaurant is called in the Hilton there?
What?
Bummers. It's not great. So I
I
walk.
love it. Do you get eggs at Bummers? Can you go get a bumlet?
Hey, do you have salt for the eggs? No, this is Bummers.
Those aren't even eggs, by the way.
Do you have coffee? Water. Okay, whatever. I get it. It's Bummers. So I could walk on stage and I say a couple things, and then the guy to my right, just right of stage, on the table closest to the stage, I go, "How about blanket patch, everybody?" And then he goes, "He didn't say anything about the Jews." Like out loud, like screams it.
Okay.
As if that's something that everyone would agree with him on.
Yeah.
Like what in the who? Where are you? First of all,
Well, he made a list of stuff Blaine didn't talk about, and that was just at the top of his list.
but where are I get maybe you think
Can I tell you
Blaine
my
is
second
Jewish? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, no, keep going. Do you have
No, but then I just bagged on him for a while. I just tore him apart and was like, yeah, why don't we talk about the Chinks? Like it's that fucking crazy,
that's nice.
but it's that crazy racist.
Yes.
It's that.
And did he?
If you say
probably got giddy when you said that word.
if you say the Jews, it's no different than using any
Let me tell you
other.
something. This is my favorite Sacramento story. So I was up there at Laughs Unlimited. This is my early days, and I was drinking.
So that's the B club in town.
Yeah, but it's in a nice part of it's in Old Sac.
It's
So
in a very
real
nice part.
of town.
Yeah.
So afterwards, these guys who were bros were super nice, and they were like, "Hey man, can we buy you a drink? We're going across the street, shoot some pool." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. I don't play pool, but I'll come over." So these guys were super nice, and you know, "How you're so funny," and you know, they were asking about show business, all that. And then at one point, and it was almost like the bar got quiet for this comment. One of the guys puts his arm around me, and he goes, "How do you in LA? How do you deal with the Jew on a daily basis?"
You mean
Right?
like
Now,
so
this
not like
guy
a
already-
weekly.
Like this guy had already bought me shots and shit. Like we were already going down a friendship path, and then all of a sudden we were in this like just heightened racist conversation. Like that was the the.
Well, you
salvo.
guys were friends, so you could open up to each
And it was
other.
that thing of like like when you suddenly. I don't know if you've ever been with somebody who suddenly turns out to be racist.
Yeah,
but
it's
you're
weird.
You've already become, or you already sort of decided you like them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, "It's on me! It's on me! Get it off! Get it off!" Like
Yeah.
you put on, it's like you put on a shirt and didn't realize it was made out of bees. Like, how does the Jew? And he said it in this. He said it in this way. It's like almost like saying, So if you in Chicago, like, just how do you deal with those winters, right? Like, it was like a fact. It was like a fact of
Yeah.
It was like a that's a thing people deal with, like the Jew. How do you deal with it on a daily basis?
Well, it is a valid question.
You're insane.
I
was like,
but I don't know what. But what? So say you are working on his level. Like say you're like say you know the answer to that question. What the fuck is the answer to that question? Like what? And what you're like? Well, I tell you what I do, man. Is
Here's how I do it.
I wear nice sunscreen. Sweaters. I have a Jew repellent hat. Like what?
Yeah.
What exactly? Like what is it that the Jews are doing?
here's the thing: they're like bears. You just have to be really still.
Seriously, what are they doing that you have to?
But do you know that there are people that think that about, like they think that's like in his mind that was a fact that one of the obstacles to success in Hollywood.
So
is
he
you're
thinks
not
because you're not Jewish.
Yeah.
So
And not
you have to
successful.
get through what we in Los Angeles call the Jew juggernaut. So you got to get through that, the
Look,
Jew
It's
gauntlet.
no different than the gay mafia. There's a lot of shit down here that if you're
You know what's
if
even
you're
worse?
the minority where
you know
you're
what's even
just-
worse?
What?
The J mafia. You know what I mean? The gay Jew mafia. They
or David Geffen. That's just the whole. You know, it's funny. It's just like it's so insane to think that people people are steeped with the kind of hate where that comes out of their mouths. Like, it's just, I didn't even know what to say. I think I was like, dude, oh, hang on, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then I just ran out.
Yeah.
I literally ran out. I ran back to my, to the condo or wherever it was I was staying.
That's the same thing people do with Barry Sobel after he buys them drinks for a couple hours. And then they know the backpack is coming off. So
such an inside joke, but very funny.
So after the first show on Saturday, I walked up to the bar and there was a bartender there, a young lady, and I said, "Hey, may I have a Stella?" And she looked at me and she said, "You have to go back to your table and order from a waitress. We don't serve people at the bar during the show." And I said, "Did you see the show yesterday or the earlier show today? Because in the club, there's the stage, and then there's the audience, and then there's just a giant bar in the back where there's nothing between the bar and the stage. You can just sit there as a bartender and look up, and you'll see who's on stage."
Right.
And she said, "No. Oh, are you one of the comics? You would almost have to willfully ignore me and willfully not pay attention to me because I'm the guy 30 feet away from you, holding a microphone, talking on a stage." That so sums up my career.
Yeah. Well...
Yeah, there's not a lot you can say to that, is there? There really isn't.
Well, the Monarchs played a show a couple of nights ago, and one of the cocktail waitresses there said, "Oh, your band is awesome. I really loved it." And I was like, "Oh, thanks a lot." And then later on, we were in a different conversation, and I said something about, I said, "Yeah, because we're instrumental." And she goes, "You guys don't have a vocalist?" Yeah, you didn't really watch us. So the point is, I mean, that would be so evident after 9 songs.
You would think so.
But she goes, you know what's so funny? She goes, "I walked by, I love what I heard. I thought you were doing like some kind of a Dick Dale thing," because I was just working. And I would imagine if you worked in a comedy club, like I can't think of anything worse in the whole world than working in a comedy club. But if you worked in a comedy club, maybe they'd just get to a point where you're like, I can't even look at this shit anymore. Because you know what? Especially passing through Sacramento, how much of it is worth lifting your head for? And eventually you just get, what is that old person's disease where you look at your feet? You know where your head just, where your spine curves and your head just drops?
Spina bifida?
That's not what it's called. But the point is, and somebody will say it on...
No, I know what it's called. I can't remember. It starts with an O. Osteoporosis?
Somebody schooled me the other day and said there's a difference between a bull terrier and a bulldog.
Jesus Christ, where were you?
I was like, yeah, no, if I was joking around, I was just joking around about it. By the way, my family runs dog shows.
Whoa.
We all know that one of the things I do here is get stuff mixed up. I love bulldogs and bull terriers, or maybe it was something else. I can't remember. Pitbulls. That's what it was. Pitbull and a bulldog. I know the difference between a pitbull and a bulldog.
Jesus Christ! I don't know what just happened. We'll be right back.
What happened?
I don't know. In the room.
If you're walking in a room and there's 2 dudes and they look sad. If you're walking in a room and you see 2 dudes and that sounds real bad. It's Walking the Room. I should probably record that. I just did, didn't we? How do I sound now?
Yeah, good.
Now I'm just blowing the shit up, right?
Yeah. We have a store, Astoy Merchandise, where you can buy merchandise.
Yeah, you can, and there's a lot of it there. And we now carry the Flophouse podcast stuff, and it's going.
Did you do that podcast?
I've never done it.
Who are they?
They're an ATC.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, they're an ATC.
The comedian guys, I guess, then, huh?
Yeah. And I haven't heard their podcast, but I hear it's great, and they're selling great stuff, and so I'm going to go over there and check it out because I think those guys. I think they talk about movies that flopped.
All Things Comedy is going to be doing a show at Largo with a bunch of comedians from All Things Comedy, and they neglected to pick us.
So I wrote Al Madrigal, and I was like, "You left Barron off the list. Like, what gives?" And he goes, "Dude, we can't use all our heavy hitters at once." And then I wrote back, "Well played."
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you got that also. My album is out. Shame Chamber. You can find that at Bandcamp or iTunes or Google Play.
We also, It's Just a Fucking Date is doing good business, you guys.
Yeah.
Please keep telling your friends about it. It's very helpful. We were number 3 in nonfiction over on iBooks for a while. We actually got up to 2. We were number 1 in health and family, which you can keep going further and further down. To
What about crime?
We were number 1 in Greg Barron and Amir Ratola books.
How are you guys in mystery?
We didn't in mystery. I'll tell you something, not that great.
Yeah. What about recipes?
Good, perfect.
Okay.
We were above 1.
What about Russian literature?
We are 74 over in
Okay.
Russian literature.
Okay.
So anyway, but
I have a book out called
but
Gulag.
It works the same way as the podcast. If you read the book, if you like the book, please go over and write a review. It's the same aggregate for books as it is for anything audio. When they put it up there, and our thing has been on the front page the whole time. So let's just keep it there because it's been very, very helpful, and I appreciate anyone who purchased the book. The Rating Monarchs record will have a release date next week. It's going to come out in September. It is done, mastered. It just is being sequenced right now. It's fucking awesome.
Sequence to mean you're putting sequins on it?
We were going to, but that was expensive, so we're just going to bedazzle the whole record.
Fuck yeah.
We're using a thing the kids use called blingles.
Oh, I love
and they're
blingles.
just stickers.
Yeah,
they're
I have
they're
blingles
little-
all over my ass.
Yeah. I got blingles too. If you had mumps when you were a kid, it's very possible to get blingles. As
Yeah,
an adult.
blingles are.
They're painful. It's when you break out in tiny glitter diamonds all around your crotch area.
Oh, I have that.
Oh, that's vajazzling.
I'm never gonna vajazzle, mostly because I don't have a vagina.
I have vajazzled.
Have you ever steroided?
No, but when I was in high school, a couple of the dudes on my football team, one of the dudes, who was a quarterback.
How old
he
was this
roided.
guy?
So he was high school. How old are you in high school?
So, you're either 14 or 14 to 18.
No,
So-
he started as a freshman. So 14, 15, 16.
he started roiding at 14?
Yeah, he did. And he was massive, dude,
And that's when they didn't really have it perfected. So you were just taking.
he was.
You were just taking.
He could
a
throw a
giant,
football so hard that like he was a quarterback and he would throw a football so hard that people couldn't catch it.
Yeah.
So it made virtually no sense. So when he was drafted and went to the University of Hawaii,
No, did he really?
They made him when he went for college. When he went
Yeah.
to college, they made him a tight end
because he couldn't,
and he was just gigantic.
Did he keep doing steroids and playing through college?
I never saw him after college. He was a nice guy, but his father was one of the coaches, and he was just like,
so his dad was like, we need to make you bigger.
yeah.
So his dad was behind it all. His dad, there's no way if you're a football coach and your kid does steroids that you don't know about it. It's not like you're like, Larry, last week you were 84 pounds and now you're 100.
But people weren't thinking about that stuff then. Like it wasn't, we're talking about from 77 to 81.
Do you remember B.J. Newsom from our area? He went to Drake.
Yeah.
Bit off a bus driver's nose in a fight. I'm betting BJ was on steroids.
I'd have been. Or really stoned and super hungry. Because he just kept yelling at that dude, Cheeto nose!
Yeah, he bit off a guy's nose.
It's so interesting. It's like this stuff. I was listening to some sports show the other day, and they were talking about, in the old days, Willie Mays and those guys, they had like pick-me-up pills.
Who's Billy Mays?
Benzedrine.
Oh yeah, they had
like
speed.
cups of it, like speed and all that kind of stuff. Like
Hank Aaron, one of our most famous home run hitters, was on the red juice. He was taking
the red
speed.
juice, right? That's the other stuff.
They were all
Willie
taking
Mays too.
speed. They had in the clubhouse of the baseball team,
Right.
there were pitchers full of substances that you could drink for pick-me-ups.
Right.
So they had like a thing
Right.
with just red juice in it, which was just liquid speed.
Yeah, and somebody told me that somebody else had said at one point that there were like cups, like how like you put jelly beans in a bowl,
Yeah.
like jelly beans of Benzedrine.
Yeah.
I heard Robert Blake talk about that when he was acting.
Robert Blake?
Robert Blake was talking about this, and he was saying when he was acting as a young boy, that in the movies, because they would work such long and arduous hours that
They give the kids
They didn't
He
know
was
what they, but they didn't
from when he
know.
was in the Little
He
Rascals.
was well, I think probably
The Little Rascals
Yeah.
were on speed.
I mean,
are we
have
breaking
been.
a story right
let
now?
Let me just go ahead and break this story right now. If you liked alfalfa, he was a drug user. All right, so they're thinking about taking all of those guys out of the Little Rascals digitally because they're
the
on roids.
The thing about the
retroactively.
the thing about the Little Rascals is they also would come down, so they would give them heroin when the day was over.
Yeah.
and then they put them back on speed in the morning. So they
Right.
were just living the roller.
Well, during the
coaster.
day they tried to make them jazz musicians.
So I did not know that about child actors. That they were doing.
Because the point he was trying to make was, and we know this about all drugs, that people didn't know there's anything wrong with it.
Right.
People invent something and then they go, well, this makes people more productive, and they used to give it to housewives for depression, and I think with steroids it was probably the same sort of like, hey, this makes people more productive.
Makes people big.
Right.
Makes people. I am. Okay, ask me what I feel.
I'd love to know what you feel about it, because the reason
How do I feel about steroids in sports?
I think obviously if you've been under a rock or you live in Australia,
I'm sure
A-Rod-
Australia has their own steroid drug.
No, but I'm just saying the reason we're talking about this is that last week.
So there was this big, basically a lab got caught, busted, and in there was information about ball players who have been using it,
Right.
And some of them are like the biggest ones. Like A-Rod is one of our biggest
Alex
biggest baseball players. Total fucking cock of a human.
That's the weird thing. Now, I wrote this the other day. Do assholes do steroids, or do steroids make people assholes? Because it seems like
there's
Barry
plenty-
Bonds, Jose Canseco,
Mark
A-Rod,
McGuire wasn't an
that guy
asshole.
from the Boston Red Sox. What was his name? He was a real prick.
Manny Ramirez.
No, the other guy, the white guy, the pitcher. Really a prick.
Yeah, but he didn't do steroids. The white guy, the pitcher, he was vehemently against steroids.
No, the guy, he and his wife, and they both did them, and then they were fucking other people. And
Wait, what the fuck are you? You have to have a
I'm not
name.
kidding.
Schilling?
no, not Schilling.
Oh, I thought you were. No, you got to have a name if you say.
I know.
If you say he and his wife
Kevin
were.
Myers is on the other end of this. Kevin's a friend of ours from Boston, and who we love, and he's just sitting there screaming the name out right now and hating us. And I'll think of it during the break.
But so he and his
He
wife.
might have not even been a Red Sox. He might have been a Philly. No, I think he was a Red Sox.
Was his wife doing steroids too?
Yes.
And he was.
And
a
then she
pitcher?
was the one that then they got divorced, and then she was the one that ratted on him.
Well, that's a great marriage.
Gastineau, the football player. Anyway, but
were they
I
fucking?
guess
Were they swinging too?
I think they were swinging, or he was fucking other people, or I don't know what
It's
it was.
great you don't have a name to go with this because
This
it's a
is the Greg Barron.
tremendous.
This is the Greg Barron way.
Your podcast would be the worst. If you were alone, your podcast would be the worst thing ever.
I might just do a podcast called The Worst Thing
It'd
Ever.
be called Vague Stories.
I've got most of the. I've got some. Welcome to. I've got some of the information. This week, a dude fucking took a bunch of shit, and then they fired him from a thing. They didn't like him, but he was fucking this girl. I'm not really sure who she was, but she seemed pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's photos.
It's good. That's good.
Go to TMZ.
Yeah. So
I love my new podcast,
nobody else does.
Vaguely Barron.
But I bet if you did Vague Stories with Greg Barron, I bet people would listen just because of the insanity. But they probably wouldn't listen. Keep listening. You know what I mean? Like they would be like, "Wow, this is really something." What did he talk about? He talked about curtains and the guy who made curtains, but he doesn't actually know who made curtains, and he's got a weird idea of what curtains are. I think he's talking about robes.
If I did a 15-minute podcast once a month like that, I think that would be something that people would also ignore.
Yeah, for sure. Aggressively ignore.
Vague Ideas with Greg Barron.
Okay, here's my deal with steroids. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a shit. Who fucking cares? Like, people are so incensed that these guys are doing steroids, and I always think back to and they act like baseball or whatever sport was pure before then, and then you go, well, they were all doing fucking speed. Like, you keep going back, and they were always looking for an advantage. Also, steroids were legal forever in baseball, and then they just recently became illegal, so you can't, like, all of a sudden be like, what the fuck? It was legal.
Right.
What are you fucking mad about? Here's the thing. Everyone wants to see tons of home runs. They want to see the big scores in football. They want to see guys get hit. And then when they find out that all that shit that they love is occurring because these guys are doing steroids, then they get all incensed.
You would have loved this. There are a bunch of guys talking about it on ESPN. and it was a woman sportscaster, and she said, I mean, listen, I don't know if you guys remember when games were like 2-0. And she goes, there were a lot of 1-0 games. Yeah. Let me tell you something. It was like soccer. And I just know that she used soccer as a...
She's right.
But less exciting.
She's right. Well,
but less exciting because at least in soccer, people are running back and forth, up and down the field.
Yeah.
The baseball was arduous to watch when we were kids. You had to love it.
I loved it. So it was never arduous to me, but I know what you mean. But it's going back to that. I mean, that's the thing. Do you want to see home runs? Do you guys want to see a bunch of balls hit all over the place? Or do you want it to go back to guys
I think because we've defined it as cheating, it feels like, and here's the problem is, if one guy's on steroids, does everyone have to be on steroids so everyone has a fair advantage? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we know steroids aren't good for you. So I think...
Is that true, though? Maybe some of them are now.
I don't know. I don't know enough about them because I don't know the difference between that and human growth hormone and Red Bull.
Here's what I think should happen. I think everyone should have to do steroids, but you don't know what steroid you're getting. Like you can get a horse steroid or you can get a hamster steroid and your just eyes get really big.
Here's what I say.
Just different kinds of steroids.
I say that we do one for you, one for me. So for every ball player that does it, a fan gets some.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more fans on steroids. Like maybe there's a steroid section. Like maybe the folks that buy the inexpensive tickets and sit out in the outfield.
The bleacher people?
Yeah, just the bleacher folks should all get roids. You get a roid for buying a bleacher ticket.
I think I would say the majority of the people in the bleachers are already on some sort of horrible drug. I mean, from what I've seen, it's not the place you go. It's like, hey, do you want to go to a game or do you want to kind of get in a fight?
It would be like ancient Rome. People would be throwing their babies on the stage. And I don't know that happened in ancient Rome. Maybe it was Greece. I don't remember. Vague ideas with Greg Barron.
I don't think that's in any history books.
I think it's in the Bible. I think it's in the Bible when they sacrifice babies by throwing them into center field. Or just babies being thrown.
Center field?
Sacrificing of babies. So didn't the Romans do that?
So a lady would bring her baby.
Who put the babies on the hill when they didn't want them? The Chinese, right? Would put girl babies on the hill.
What? They put them on the hill?
The Chinese would put girl babies on the hill because they only wanted boys. No. Isn't that right?
No.
Or is that the Hunger Games?
No, actually, none of that's right.
Is that the Hunger Games?
No.
I can't remember.
That's not even in the Hunger Games.
I love that girl. I love that girl. I fucking love that girl. Have you seen the trailer for the new Hunger Games? I can't wait.
Vague stories with Greg Barron.
Oh my God.
None of what you said is real. None of it.
Some of it's real.
I think in China they would maybe kill the young girls drowning them. I don't think they ever put them on hills.
I feel like they put them on a hill.
So in your
somebody will correct me. Somebody will know where they put
it. Definitely correct you. And I think that person is me.
I think they'll put the Hill Baby story somewhere on our Facebook page.
So in your mind, you go to visit China, and then you look up, and there's just a mountain covered in babies.
Yeah, I think that's where Dana Gould got all of his daughters.
Oh, and then if you want a baby, you go pick it up.
That's why there's so many babies over here that are Chinese.
I mean, it's the worst adoption system I've ever heard of.
Well, but they keep making more people, so they figure if they take one of the genders out, then there won't be so many people being made. I don't know a lot, but I do know this. My coffee is really working this morning.
Don't you think that if it's just all dudes, then dudes have to fuck dudes?
Don't they already?
I mean, China just seems like a giant prison.
I don't disagree. I've also never been there.
There are some women, but it's like 9-1 or some crazy.
So do you think so A-Rod got the boot, right?
Yeah,
but then he appealed so he can still play baseball, right?
Until the appeal's up. But that just fucks him more because then
why is he such a jerk though?
He's all about because he's just a fucking dick.
Is he all about the Benjamins?
No, he is all about the Benjamins. No, he's all about his legacy, apparently. He wants his legacy, so he wants to fight it, even though he's got no fucking chance in hell. You know why he's doing it? Because he's on steroids. And he's not thinking correctly. Yeah, I could give a flying fuck. Everybody do steroids, have fun, who gives a shit? Here's the deal. The guys
it's all going to become rollerball anyway.
Well, eventually. The guys you're catching, that means there's 10 other guys getting away with it, if not more. Like, there's so many of them are getting away with it just because you busted one lab. So that means one lab was caught and you cleaned up baseball or whatever sport. They're all fucking on steroids.
The problem is steroids has not had a likable... Maybe Mark McGuire, but McGuire his steroid thing sort of quietly.
So they need a spokesman.
Well, they need a guy you like. Like if Buster Posey was on steroids, people would be like, "No, you know what? He's so cute. It's all right." I think Alex Rodriguez is such a douchebag,
right? And
Canseco was such a douchebag.
Yeah,
Barry Bonds was the king. He's the Lord reigning high king of all douchebags.
Yeah,
He was not a good dude, not a nice man.
He's actually on a show right now on ESPN that's on every week called Extreme Cunts.
My God.
You can check that out. It's on, I believe it's on Wednesdays at 4 a.m.
Did you see that Marin was in some sort of flame war with somebody, with a troll? And he said that he goes, just stop cunting. Just stop cunting. No, you're a cunt. And now you're cunting. You're a troll that's cunting. And I just sort of liked it.
I have a new idea.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Tell me the idea.
So some guy wrote to me last night, Tofop is being ruined because Dave Anthony's on it so much. And then he put at Dave Anthony. And then I said, hey, that's cool. Just wanted to know why you decided to direct that at me. And then he didn't respond. And then I said, just so you know, you made me really sad. And I hope that makes you feel better about yourself. Of course, that part was a lie. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, right.
But I thought...
It's never nice when people do those. I've had that a couple times where someone's included me in a like...
Right. No, don't be a coward. Just straight up say, hey, I don't like you. If you need to do that. But don't be a coward and frame it like, I'm just saying something and putting his... you're saying it at me. Don't be a fucking...
So he never
bitch.
Responded.
I responded in those... I said those two things. But here's the deal. So comedians, we should all get together and have a block list. And if someone starts coming out with the shit where they're like, you're not funny or I don't like you... We should have all comedians block them.
I love that idea.
Just fucking drop them. Every comedian, just have everyone listen. Go, hey, this guy's doing it, and then we all fucking block the dude. Because I went and looked, and he follows all these other comedians. He's clearly a fan of Will Anderson. So why don't we just all fucking block the people who do that?
I mean, I think that's a good idea. I can't imagine that Will, if Will saw the tweet, didn't block him. I mean, one time Rob Delaney, I was on a show with Rob. I was replacing the person who was going to be on the show with him. I was the last minute. I told him I would do him a favor. So he said, hey, tonight Greg Barron is going to be on the show, right?
Yeah.
Super nice. Like he said, something he said like, you could do no better or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the amount of shitty, mean tweets I got from his, and he has millions of people.
Yeah.
So as far as a percentage of his fan base, it probably wasn't even 1%, but it was enough to be like, hey, I can see that. Like I'm happy for you to hate me, but you don't need to like gutlessly include me in a tweet.
No, you're a bitch.
Or it's just fucking, But I don't get that. I really don't get that stuff that much.
So we should start a movie.
I love a block list.
I don't get that much either. But if someone said
we call it block listing.
If someone went out to
block listed this guy.
Kumail and said, "Hey, Kumail, you're not funny," I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll block that guy. I'll fucking block them all. Let's just block them.
Yeah.
Let's just shut them out of the comedy world if they want to be little cunts. Listen, comedy is subjective. If you don't like somebody, you don't have to tell them. We know that it's subjective.
I love the block list.
All right, block list. Fuck, I finally have something. Not world hunger, not like, stop wars. No. Like I have my
LeaveComediansAlone.com. Send us your money. We'll be back. Welcome back to Walk in the Room.
Walk in the room.
I mean, we've just gotten worse and worse at bringing people back in.
Ow. What?
There's a...
Fuck, my wife just got put on the jury. She just got juried.
Oh, man. You and Finn got a lot of dinners to eat.
Our fucking jury system is so fucked up that it, beyond belief. Like, so she's just going to lose thousands of dollars because she can't work.
Right.
And all these people just come in and lie and sit there and go, I fucking hate cops and I do this to get out of it.
Right.
Because our jury system is so fucking broke. Like you can't just force people.
See, I do it the opposite way. I come in and I just say, I fucking love the law.
Yeah.
And I stroke my dick when I'm doing it.
Well, that's a crime. That's an actual crime.
So that's why I've not been on any juries.
Yeah, no, you should be in prison. You're a sex offender. So whatever. So So my wife is going to be on a jury that's going to take like 8 days, and that'll be great.
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be like a case that's just like...
And it's cool because then you're like, hey, I'm sorry, son, we couldn't send you to school this month. Why? Because mommy had to do her civic duty. None of it makes sense. Just have the fucking judges choose. People are morons anyway. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't know if you watched that Trayvon Martin trial, but that jury got that shit tight.
They actually did by the Florida law.
I know, but still.
But still, it was still a racist killing someone.
It was a racist who killed somebody. You have to figure out a way to put that guy away.
No, someone will put him away at some point.
Somebody will put him away at some point. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe people just forget about it because they're playing Candy Crush on their phone.
Is that what you play?
Candy Crush is not unlike Bejeweled or whatever that game was.
Bejazzled?
Right, except for that you can, if you play the game too much, it will ask you to stop. Because this is, a friend of mine who's also a recovering alcoholic is like, this is an addict's dream. And you can buy your way through it if you want to. You can buy some extra points. You can buy some things where you can, advance yourself in the game. I've never purchased anything, but first time I got it, I was like, I'm not going to play this. This is stupid, and I can't stop playing it. And it's really bad when a game goes, you know what? And it gives you a clock. Ooh. Come back in 20 minutes.
Jesus,
stop playing. Go out and get your fucking. Hey, what? There's one thing that says return to your marriage. So
you like a game that scolds you?
Yeah, I do. Dude. I'm a bottom. What? I'm a sub. I'm not a dom. I'm a sub.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's upsetting.
Sandwich. I'm a sub sandwich. Speaking of which, get Dave's Shame Chamber 2 shirt, which is one of the coolest designs that we have in the shop. Black Sweater Massacre t-shirt, super punk rock looking great. Flophouse has some stuff there. Greg Proof still has some stuff there. We got a good fucking store, and it's all fucking Angelo.
And you might be
Alex Wolishin.
You might be doing the merch for LA Podfest if that all comes together.
Yeah, I'd love to do I'd love that. We're hoping to getting that together.
So, okay. The story began on the evening of July 11th. Mm-hmm. And spilled over.
That's 10 days before my birthday when I turned 50. Thanks, everybody, for all the nice greetings.
Hours of July 12th. Brewer, a deputy with the sheriff's department in Grand County, Utah, and his wife, Logan, invited his father-in-law to their home for drinks. As you'll do, you go, hey, Dad, you want to come over and get fucked up?
My dad and I get fucked up all the time.
Yeah. The elder brewer, Wesley Corky Brewer. Mm-hmm. I mean, if your name is Corky and you're a dude, already you're just mad at stuff.
Well, yeah.
He was the fire chief in Moab for Grand County.
What about when they take your nickname and then they give that a nickname? So would it like if he was my friend, I'd call him the Corkster.
I call him Corks.
Yeah.
What's up, Corks? How you doing, girl? I'd say stuff like that.
I'd call him girl too.
TJ would later tell officers that after dinner, which he cooked, his wife went upstairs to put one of their children to bed. Soon afterwards, he realized he was alone in the house. When the kid she put to bed came downstairs, he went up to check on where his wife was. He stated that when he opened the door to his son's room, he saw his wife on top of his dad having sex. So, I mean, this happens. You're drinking with the old man.
Sure.
Your wife says, hey, I'm going to put the kid to bed. Then all of a sudden the kid comes downstairs. No one else is there.
Grandpa's going to go up and also tuck the kid to bed. You stay down here. Keep that wine cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to be right back.
He's going to tuck some shit.
I got to go. Right? It's my grandson.
I'm going to tuck something in.
I need to tuck. Let me tuck this in.
The boy is
We're
not
really
here.
bad at entendre.
I'm still tucking stuff. I'm tucking and tucking and tucking.
Here's how this bedtime story ends.
So this
with pop on top. Hop on pop. This is literally hop on pop.
It is hop on pop.
This is the Dr. Seuss book come to life. Yeah. That's all they were doing. They were showing the child the live action version of hop on pop.
Yeah.
Pop on top.
Nothing wrong with that.
Pop's not a cop.
The sight of his father having sex with his wife allegedly sent TJ into a rage.
Really?
He beat the fuck out of his dad.
Yeah.
He later told police. Logan, TJ's wife, told police later that night that TJ hit her and pistol whipped his father with one of those multiple guns he kept in the house. She also allegedly said all three of them had been drinking. Now that I can't believe. Now that's like, what? The officer's account of his interview with Logan does not specifically address the claim that she and Corky were having sex. Corky's injuries prevented him from speaking to officers that night. So he had the shit beat out of him.
The father, the Corkster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to say. If you are my dad and you fuck my wife, buyer beware.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, I'm going to pistol whip you. That's why pistol whipping was invented.
I mean, look, I'm not pro pistol whipping. I'm not pro pistol.
Right? But
if you hop on top, Pop, right?
Yeah. Do something with a gun now. Now do a gun one.
Pop, pop, pop.
Somehow, after the alleged confrontation in the bedroom at TJ's house, all 3 participants managed to leave the residence. Logan went to her parents' house, so that's cool. And then the father returned to his house and began looking for a firearm. His wife, Corky's wife, Cindy, denied him access to a firearm. So she was like, no, you're not allowed to shoot my kid because you were fucking his wife.
Right.
Totally legitimate.
Right.
Totally legitimate.
You know what that is? That's good parenting.
Okay. Corky then grabbed a butcher knife and stabbed himself 2 times, puncturing a lung and slicing his liver. So that's like he's not just kind of jabbing. Like he goes.
He went in.
He went full.
What was
deep.
weird is that when he hit his liver, scotch just shot right out of it. He was leaking before blood came out. It was just pure scotch.
And then Cindy just got down and sucked the scotch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Corky was taken to Moab Hospital. When TJ learned his father was hospitalized, he headed to the hospital to kill him.
Are you kidding? No. Oh my God, the story is insane.
What ensued was a dramatic confrontation in the parking lot. TJ was initially confronted by his uncle, Kurt Brewer, who is also a sheriff's deputy. Corky's brother is a deputy. By the way, they're all deputies.
Here's what I love about Kurt too. Kurt's like the straight egg in the whole thing. And there was just, when this went down, rather than shock, there was just that audible sigh of not again.
Oh, Corky, Jesus Christ.
Can't you just put your dick?
Can you put a cork in it for once?
Can you not?
Okay. When police arrived...
Stop the on top, Pop.
When police arrived at the hospital, they found TJ fighting with Kurt outside the hospital. TJ was not wearing a shirt or shoes and was screaming, in the words of one officer, he had the odor of an alcoholic beverage on his breath as he spoke. He stated several times that he wanted to kill his dad, that he wanted his gun to finish the job. Officers continued to subdue TJ. TJ made numerous remarks to each officer and deputy about all of us being stupid and dumbasses, and at one point stated we needed to call someone with a brain to come talk to him.
I mean, I'm not against that idea at all. Here's the part we sort of skipped. Is it conceivable that Corky's wife stabbed him in the liver? Like he stabbed himself?
Oh, fuck! I like where you're going.
He didn't stab himself. She fucking stabbed him.
She did stab him, Columbo. You're right.
And she was trying to get his fucking dick.
Yeah.
Right? Bam, sorry. Bam, sorry.
Holy shit, you're right.
That's what she stabbed him.
Fucking.
Who stabs himself twice?
Holy shit.
You can stab yourself once. I would imagine after that first, after you punctured the lung, I don't think you're going in for the liver.
No, I don't think
I think you're done.
Yeah, I think once you stab yourself in the lung, you're like,
but if you're stabbing somebody, you go boom, boom. He didn't stab himself twice. It's fucking the Elliott Smith story.
Fuck yeah. You broke this shit open.
Dude, I'm like a cop on top. Pop, pop, pop.
So apparently there's a lot of cover up now, and there's no records, and they didn't, because they're all deputies. So there's no one knew that any of this had happened, and it's like a big thing.
Where was this again?
This was in Utah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was initially facing charges of attempted homicide, aggravated assaults, 2 counts of domestic violence in front of a child, assault on a police officer, intoxication, disorderly conduct.
By the way, we also just busted the myth that people don't party in Utah.
Right?
They party.
They're not. Turn this shit loose.
I guarantee you none of those people is probably over 35. That's the other sad part.
And Corky is alive.
Mm-hmm.
So He did retire.
Pop, pop, pop.
He did retire as police chief. So that's called fucking living.
That's a good story, dude. And that's actually a nice bedtime story.
I think kids would enjoy it. I mean,
Pop on top. Pop, pop, pop.
Don't.
I love it.
No.
Pop, pop, pop.
I don't care for it
New
at all.
T-shirt. Pop, pop, pop. 3 pops in a row.
Right. I heard you.
Not horizontally, vertically.
I got it.
Pink shirt, white letters.
Yep.
Pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
I think in T-shirts now.
That's
Story
not
merchandise. Podfest.
Los Angeles Podfest is on October 4th through 6th. Please start getting tickets now.
August 23rd is our live cuddle with Patton Oswalt, and also we'll be streaming live to you. We think for $5. We think $5, which is half the price of the actual show, and a little bit more than if you buy it later because we'll also release it.
You buy it as audio. Look, we're never going to record something on video and then let you buy it on video because that's way too fucking expensive for a podcast. Hosting a video is expensive. That's just not going to happen.
Posting a video, right?
Hosting. Someone hosting the video.
Yeah.
It's
But
just not gonna happen.
we don't have the Louis C.K. money to host a live thing, but we can do it live streaming, which is what we're doing, and then which is fun. Then you got to show up for it, and I'm sure you'll have walking the room parties where everyone will get together to watch it, and then you'll all enjoy the word buffering.
And then hopefully this works. And fuck, if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But we're going to talk to the guys on Monday and Tuesday. It sounds like they've done it. They've already been doing it. It's not like this is a new thing for them.
This is a thing people are doing.
I just don't know if it makes a difference that people are in Australia, like if that's a more difficult thing to get to, with the
And
internet.
we'll find out. We'll find out. This will be a flawed process, and we will get emails, I suspect.
Yeah, and then hopefully we can also have a component where look there.
And what I'm going to do is,
also,
if you send us any kind of email where you had a bad time, we're just going to refer you to Angelo, and somehow you'll end up with a pin.
But if I don't even know why'd you fucking. I was literally saying that. Hopefully there's a component where you can there'll be a chat situation, and we can look at your chats and talk to you. There will also be maybe a pre-show, a 15-minute thing with us in the green room.
Oh, that'd be great.
Something like that.
That'd be great. Am I going to be there for that?
I hope not.
Okay.
I mean, that's the hope for everybody involved. We've talked to your management about you not being there.
Oh, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because they called me about something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Don't want you around.
I'm going to be at Outside Lands this weekend, but that already happened.
Yep.
It was either awesome or nightmare.
On the 17th, I'm doing Comedy by the Pool, I think it's called, here in Los Angeles.
Which just means he's been invited to my house.
Weird.
Glitter done.
Glitter done.